13-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
Mostert. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
Not so many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, CD, you know, as we talked about earlier, this is the first Patriots home opener without Tom Brady in 2 decades. Now, you still see, understandably, a lot of number 12 jerseys in the stands, but this is Cam Newton's show now. How do you think that things change for the Patriots here in 2020?
Well, they change in a big way because of what you said to start off with, and it's something we've all known about for a while, but now we're actually confronting it. Tom Brady is not in the building. All right, number 12 is not leading the Patriots out onto the field, but I thought it was a really savvy move by the organization in the offseason to sign Cam Newton. You start fresh with a guy who's been an MVP in this league, has a ton of self-confidence, understands the elephant in the room that is Tom Brady, but brings a new, different playing style to this Patriots team.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Patriots 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So Stephon Gilmore, an all-pro defensive player of the year in 2019, had his first career pick 6 a season ago, and he delivers another one here. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd down, Tua. And a big one across here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Here's Bird to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Patriots take over
at their own 31-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And there's a catch there by Julian Edelman, and I know the conversation is very big on how much will he miss Tom Brady. But Edelman's one of the top slot receivers in the league and an uber competitor. He's going to miss his friend, but he wants to show the rest of the league that his skills transfer no matter who's throwing him the football.
Now Newton on first down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
The 47-yard line.
Second and 12.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
This is Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The The tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Mike 54. I got him. Watch the 8. Check.
Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
54 Mike.
They'll run with Mostert. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. Rohrwasser now for the point after. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Patriots 33, Dolphins nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go counter with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space, and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
46, boys. 46 to Mike. Drill green.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
The 46-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now throwing throwing on first down and completing it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Get ready. Slam.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the 50, Newton. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Demir Berg returning it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Demir Berg on the return. The Patriots take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. Emmanuel Ogbah brought him down. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Gun. Hey, check right. 17.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble. Knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was tackled.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the...
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yeah, they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that
I'm
pass.
so confused.
Good.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete to
A big play there for the Dolphins. 46 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
46 to Mike, 46.
Now Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down. and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
Sanders' kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
1 yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. There's Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worry about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
First, when the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
That's good.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and run it with White. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. And let's get this,
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Tua. Check down to Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
35.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. A gain of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Ready? 54. On deck, pump. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And they will take a knee here.
Newton on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Patriots, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.